Yes, day 40 has arrived, and in many ways I don't know what to say, yet there's so much to share. So I'd like you to bear with me here. Yes, day 40, 2/3 of the way through to my target date 60, as you know. And I'm simply over the moon with the whole thing. To date, let me give you some feedback. I've lost a total of 33 pounds, which is fantastic, right? Just over two and a quarter stone to date in 40 days is mind-blowing. My sense of self has improved, and what I mean by that, a sense of control, a sense of power, a sense of energy, a sense of wholeness, a sense of being connected with me firstly before others, if you like. Depending on what you do for a living or where you are in your life, you may be someone who's somewhat responsible for others, be it you may be a parent, you may have a role at work where you look after people within a realm of something. You may be a coach or a therapist that help others, and you know what? We thrive from helping others sometimes, but we can also leave ourselves out, which is, from where I am now, makes me realise, hey, you know what? It's your turn. And to be honest, 2 and a quarter plus stone off of where I was is just fantastic. However, wouldn't it have been nice to start at that point? So don't leave things too long. Maybe you have, maybe, whatever reason you're watching this for, hopefully it's encouraging for you, be it you want to lose weight or you want to feel healthy. In fact, they both come because one follows the other. The other thing, as far as energy is concerned, Bruce Lipton has said that 25% of our energy is used by our thinking. And if you look at that's just a big proportion of energy, which is great when it's the thinking, if you like, is supportive. However, if it's destructive in a way that doesn't support you, puts you in a place of denial rather than dealing with something. It might be looking in the mirror, maybe, I'm just going to eat that, it will make me feel better, and then something inside you knows that you shouldn't be doing this in the early stages, almost to the point of falling out with that relationship, with that supportive thinking, to the point of it almost giving up. So you're back in touch from where I am right now with all these games that go on within us, and in many ways seem to be out of our control. Another way of looking at this, is conditioning. We are at every stage accepting or denying or going for or against, which contributes to conditioning everything we sort of take on and exist in our own realm, if you like. I'm sure you get what you focus on, so therefore if you're on a destructive path and your thoughts are negative, you seem to get more of it. We all do, and because there's a negative, there has to be a positive. Also, depending on the culture you're in, we know that every newspaper shares negative stuff. TVs is very overpowering in many ways. It has a physical effect on us. And I think part of the dumbing down in some way is the foods that we eat or have eaten. If, like me, you want to do this to exist from a better place, I fully suggest that you continue. Maybe maybe day 40 is enough for you, and that's fantastic. You know, maybe there's not as much weight to lose as me or others. That's also great. What you can start doing is start planning for food you want to take on, and understanding that you have to wean onto that rather than just think you can just go back on normal foods. I'm sure your palate has changed and will change like mine, and from a more appreciative place of how food can be, should be, will be, because of that sense of eating for the right reasons, eating for fuel, eating for delicate taste, eating for textures, eating for so many different things. You know, the experience, I'm sure, will be so much better. As in with juicing, you know, as much as other people look at a green juice and go, oh, how do you do that? Hopefully, like me now, you're enjoying each separate little ingredient you put into your juice, because it does make a difference. And the overall experience where I am right now, consciously, like day 30, if somebody said to me, how long do you think you've been doing this? I would say probably 15 days, and that's hand on my heart truth. So, you know, I'm at that place where emotionally I'm more stable, physically I'm feeling more energy, I'm feeling more strength, as well as a sense of serenity, you know, surrendering to sleep rather than stimulating myself with some food that will just keep me up for another hour or whatever, and maybe watching some wasted time rubbish on the TV that always afterwards I say, why did I watch that? You know, that's a total sense of no control when you think about it. But hey, it's stimulus response, you know, and we can be there. And in many ways, we're fed this stuff 24/7 if we want to. And you know what? If you want to choose that, that's fine. And I've been there. No doubt I may be there again in one thing or another. But just where I am right now, and this sense of being centered and grounded and more connected to me as well as others, is just great. So I'd like to go back over the measurement thing that I think is very important for you to just grasp the idea of. I'm more of a right brain thinker, more, you know, looking for the flow, the creative element, and from the left brain analytical side, I've never found note-taking, lists, sequences that exciting, if you like, for the reason why to do any of it. However, I made a conscious decision with this that by weighing myself every 10 days, apart from a pleasant surprise every 10 days rather than every day, as I've already shared, that I can take a picture literally of where I am when I start, and it's literally 5 different measurements, okay? One's the total overall weight as well as the weight over the last 10 days, so that's almost like a running thing. My waist, my neck, my BMI, and my blood pressure, and my thigh. That's 6, and you know, that's 6 of me, no one else. So I'm doing this for me, as you will